A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a recent statement, former Health Minister Neil O'Brien has ignited a significant debate regarding the introduction of mandatory HIV testing for migrants entering the UK. O'Brien, who represented Harborough, Oadby and Wigston, emphasized the alarming number of individuals arriving from high-prevalence countries who are unaware of their HIV status and thus remain untreated. He advocates for these tests to be a compulsory requirement for obtaining a visa, a move he argues would be more targeted compared to other nations like Australia and New Zealand, which require testing for permanent residency. O'Brien's comments come amidst a broader discussion about the UK's immigration policies and the health implications for both migrants and the general populace. In parallel, the topic of human rights laws has surfaced in the political arena, with Tory leadership candidate Robert Jenrick criticizing these regulations for hindering the deportation of a jailed Nigerian drug kingpin. The individual, sentenced to 8 years for trafficking heroin and cocaine, successfully appealed his deportation based on the potential emotional impact on his family, highlighting the ongoing tensions between immigration enforcement and human rights protections in the UK. Moreover, Jenrick has stirred controversy by asserting that former colonies should express gratitude towards Britain for the democratic institutions inherited from the empire, rather than seeking reparations for historical injustices. This statement comes in response to Labour leader Sir Keir Starmer's recent commitment to discuss reparations at the Commonwealth Summit, a move that has drawn criticism from various quarters. In a related context, Tory leadership frontrunner Kemi Badenoch has made headlines by asserting that children cannot be transgender, insisting that the concept of gender questioning is more appropriate. Her comments during a Q&A session with Mumsnet have reignited debates surrounding gender identity and children's rights. Badenoch's stance reflects a broader trend within the Conservative Party to address issues of gender with a focus on biological sex, which has raised concerns among LGBTQ+ advocates. As the political landscape continues to shift, Jeremy Hunt, the former Conservative Chancellor, has voiced concerns regarding the Office for Budget Responsibilities, OBR, impartiality in its review of the last budget. Hunt argues that the timing of the review's findings, set to coincide with Chancellor Rachel Reeves' upcoming budget announcement, suggests a politically motivated agenda. This criticism underscores the complex interplay between economic policy and political maneuvering in the lead-up to the budget. In a striking turn of events, Speaker of the House of Commons, Sir Lindsay Hoyle, has reprimanded Chancellor Reeves for disclosing budget details to American media before presenting them to Parliament. This breach of protocol has raised questions about the government's commitment to transparency and parliamentary procedure, particularly as Reeves prepares to unveil significant changes to the fiscal rules that could lead to a borrowing spree of up to £50 billion. Adding to the economic discourse, the Chancellor's plans to increase national insurance contributions are set to impact approximately 700,000 freelance workers, contradicting Labour's manifesto pledge to avoid tax increases on working individuals. This move is expected to generate additional revenue, but poses a risk to the livelihoods of many contractors and freelancers who rely on these earnings. In a more contentious discussion, Labour MP Rachel Maskell has criticized her party's proposed VAT on private schools, arguing that it will disproportionately affect children with special needs who have limited educational options. Her call for a reversal of this policy highlights the ongoing challenges within the education system and the need for inclusive solutions that cater to all students. As the political landscape evolves, Sir Keir Starmer has hinted at the possibility of future tax increases, acknowledging the need for tough decisions to rebuild the country. This admission comes as the government grapples with the long-term impacts of the COVID-19 pandemic and the ongoing conflict in Ukraine, which have both strained public finances. Finally, the Liberal Democrats are attempting to reposition themselves on the political spectrum, moving to the right of Labour on various economic issues. This shift appears to be a strategic effort to retain voters who previously aligned with the Conservatives, as the party navigates a complex electoral landscape ahead of the next general election. As these discussions unfold, the UK finds itself at a crossroads, facing critical decisions that will shape its immigration policies, health regulations, and economic strategies for years to come. The implications of these policies will not only affect migrants and their communities, but also resonate across the broader fabric of British society. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.